and welcome to Date with the Divas. Thank you for clicking on our video. Since we know you'll enjoy it, click on that subscribe button if you haven't already. And while you're at it, you might as well like this video and hit on that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest and greatest. Entourage, grab your beverage of choice. Today I got that S1. And let's begin the shenanigans. Ms. Lava, hook us up, please.
Here we are again with me and my shenanigans. So this week, I was like, I guess trolling, I guess you can say, the internet, and bumped into it's Tay Tay Baby, and
Say that,
she
no, I'm just kidding. Say that 3 times.
no, right? She had a post where it was a guy who basically what I call bees to pollen. And what this young man basically indicated was like he asked a question and said basically like, why is it that when you're attached, like you may have gone on a couple of dates with some person and things don't really connect, but the minute you as the person find somebody, all of a sudden those people, though, well, he said women in general, come back, and all of a sudden now they're like, oh, let's have a cup of coffee, let's do this. And he's like, but wait a second, when I tried to holler at you before, nothing was clicking. Now because I'm with somebody, now you're trying to talk to me. So he's trying to understand like what is the scientifics behind why is it that when you're attached, that's when people come to you. And I think it could be pertinent to both male and females. And I know females know that sometimes, like, they've been single for a long or hot minute, and then all of a sudden, the minute you start dating somebody, all of a sudden everyone start coming to you, and now phone calls, people who done blocked you, gaslit you, everything are now coming back. So what are your thoughts, ladies?
Are we gonna play the video or no?
Oh yeah, we can play the video. I'm sorry, my bad.
I thought that was the whole point of me searching
Yes,
for it.
yes, so we can play the video. Play the video, Joe.
Play it again, Sam.
A weird phenomenon I notice about women is the second you get a girlfriend as a guy, girls that you chased and like gave you zero attention, didn't even give you the time of day, they will come out of the woodworks by the dozens. The second you get a girlfriend, they'll be like, hey, like, let's go out, let's do this, like, I miss you, let's hang out. Like, out of nowhere. Like, these girls wouldn't even want to hang out with you when you're single, but the second you get a new girl, they just go fucking feral. I noticed this big time when I used to have a girlfriend. Like, the second I started dating a new girl, these girls that I talked to like months prior before we started dating, they would come out of the woodworks. And these girls, like, we'd never hang out, we'd talk, there'd just be dry ass conversations. They'd come out of the woodworks and be like, hey, like, I miss you, like, what are you doing? It's like, not you, fucking, I got a girlfriend now, like, fuck off. But I think there's like some scientific evidence behind it. I forgot where I saw it, but I saw something similar to it where it's like girls like the chase. They want to like win you over. They want to take you away from your girlfriend. And I feel like it's kind of the same way with guys too, but I feel like with girls, it's like they go feral.
Yep.
So if you have more information about this, like, let me know, because it's kind of interesting.
So basically, he said women go feral. That clearly it must be worse for women, men to women, as opposed to women to men. But I think it's relative. Yeah, but exactly. But I just think regardless, it's a topic in terms of either or, when you're attached, all of a sudden people, coming, coming out the woodworks, as he called it, going feral. But okay.
I think it's kind of always like that. Like, when you with somebody, all of a sudden you're like, where did this one come from? Or like an ex might be calling you or something. It just kind of seems, I don't know if I've never known, like he talked about scientifics, but I've always thought of it as just it kind of just happening out the woodworks where, but maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe that is part of the chase. And I don't know necessarily more so men or more so women. I haven't looked it up to know if that's more so, but I can say that I do believe that it's on both ends when all of a sudden you with someone all of a sudden you got people coming out the woodworks. You got the next one just coming at you. The more, now more often you're like, oh dang, I got a man. Oh dang, I got a man, or whatever, or I have a mate, or whatever.
I think what happens, well, I totally agree. I've seen it happen. It's happened to, me. I think sometimes unintentionally, we move differently when we're with somebody. So it may be your confidence, it may be your swag, it may be the arch in your back is a little bit different. Your little, how your sway in your hips may be a little bit different. The way you put that outfit that you may have worn last week or 2 months ago, all of a sudden it fit a little different. You may have lost a little weight. I think it's all about like how you present yourself, because when you're not dating somebody, you kind of like,
Sometimes
sometimes
like that.
Just like not everybody.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying all the
maybe.
way, but
Some of us keep the arch in our back.
no, but I'm just saying sometimes I'm not saying that may be totally, but it may be you move a little bit differently in certain aspects or some aspects than you would when you're not. Like depending on your point in life, you could always be on point and how you walk, but there's something, a sparkle in your eye that people are seeing. Your eyes are looking different, something that could be different, that is and pheromones may be just kind of like exuding, and so people may be just that much more attracted to you. You may change your perfume, I don't know, but something about you is different that is perking up to somebody that maybe somebody sees, or some people are just a hater.
I mean, I agree with you, because sometimes when you are seeking the attention, you put off a vibe, and it does the opposite. It repels people. So when you're not looking or not trying as hard, then people see you in a different light, I think is what you're saying, right, Lava? I don't necessarily think that people seek, taken people. I just think you see things differently. We have discussed women or people who prefer unemotion, or
Attached.
yeah, people who are not available emotionally,
Right.
because they don't want the drama of having the boyfriend or the girlfriend. So it's easier for them to find someone who is not going to be there emotionally, which is normally someone with a wife or a girlfriend or whatever.
Do do you think the person is trying, like, okay, if this person, they know that you're with someone, right? So just like Michelle said, like, you're going after this person because you know, quote unquote, you're getting to get the good part. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just what is it, that song, Part-Time Lover,
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What?
No, I think that, well, I think it matters who the mate is. So let's just go with his scenario. We know what happens as women. I notice that when I'm with a man, I get more male attention. Like when I walk to the bathroom, every dude in the place is looking, and I'm like, oh, when I'm by myself, this is not the way it works. And it's because I'm with someone. They're like, oh, that must draw their attention when they see you with somebody. Let me check you out.
Okay.
So let's just go with his scenario, that men get into a relationship with a woman and all these women start, looking at him or calling him and pursuing him. I think it depends on who the woman he's with is. I think if he's with Sally Sue, who looks like she bakes a good cookie, it's a lot different if he's with that girl. If he's with a pretty girl who's got her stuff together, they see you on Instagram looking like you guys, you look like a real sexy, hot couple. I think it depends on the value that's placed on the mate that raises the value of the person that we're speaking of. Does that make sense?
No, I get you. And sometimes I think it may be like, also sometimes you could think of it as, and I'm thinking of it in like hateration, like if let's say, you know, a particular girl or a particular person has high standards, and now they're with this person, and then, you know, tying to what you said, Antrese, you know, then it's like, oh, you've been vetted. So
Yeah.
because you've been
You must
vetted,
have something going
you
on.
must have something good to offer. So let me try to snatch that.
Perfect example. I'm quite sure a lot more women started hitting on Jay-Z. As much as Jay-Z was probably getting it because of his fame and fortune. Okay.
But when he
I'm
got
sure when he
Beyonce,
got with B, that shit quadrupled because of her. I think she raised his value for women who may not have otherwise given him
taking a second look at him.
yes.
Okay.
So
Like,
so
oh dang, you got that.
you do agree with him then that women actively try to take taken men.
No, I don't know that it's about taking men. It's about, oh, he must be a good one. Like the man now looks more valuable to you, or you must have, she's seeing something that you missed because, you know, she picked him. I think a good woman, an attractive, a woman, a good high value woman raises the value of the man she's with 1000%. I believe that.
So I'm gonna
And
tell
I
you.
don't disagree. Don't get me wrong. I do believe that, but I also believe there are those women, yes, that
Yeah.
yeah.
That just because they see them with it, or like, okay, for example, like I was gonna tell you, when I was younger, like Michelle said back, said before. Let me make this quick. Um, this was like, you know, when I was a teen, there was a guy who was like trying to be with me and whatever, and I was just like, "Ugh, whatever, whatever. She's all right. Okay, whatever. Okay, fine. Left him alone. Then he got a girlfriend. All of a sudden, I was like, hmm. And then I started to see it, and I was like, oh, well, he is kind of cute.
Yeah,
What's going on with
we've
you?
all been in that
Right?
situation. We're like, well, wait a minute.
Exactly. So every time I think of him, you know, and I'm like, dang, why do you keep going back that way? When at first it was just like, what, you know? But you know,
I guess it happens. It happens to the best of us, and sometimes I think when it has happened to me, and I agree with Michelle, is that. But then, and so you, I catch myself. I'm like, girl, he's still ugly. The she's, and I have to think about it. What you doing? Wake up, wake up. You're like, I'm good. Go on and take it. Just maybe he made you. Maybe you know you made him better. But I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, but I do. You know, I think.
So you're not looking at Willie no more. You like, wait, nah, I want Willie from down the block, and all of a sudden he got this girl. And you're like, wait, Willie.
Nope.
No.
But
Good.
I don't think women are any more competitive than men are. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I agree. And I agree with the values thing and all of that. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. People, you know, and again, guy and girls can create. It's sort of like what's that? What's the movie? What's Love Got to Do with It? Not it's not What's Love Got to Do with It. Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Oh yeah.
With Nick Cannon. Well, there was two versions: Nick Cannon and Christina Milian.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that right. I
Yes.
didn't say Kiki Shepard instead of Kiki Palmer. But Love Don't Cost the
yes.
yeah. So it's just like all of a sudden now, you looking, you know, but again, with that also, it was like he changed his dress also, but she added value to him, and now he becomes that much more attractive.
Like what we talked about in that video, the bring up, the
come up,
you know.
Exactly. But sometimes, but his confidence did change a little bit. His swag changed a little bit.
The
Good
cross
woman
in your
will do
eye
that
came
to
out. What'd you say, Artrice? I'm
A
sorry.
good woman will raise your confidence. You'll be like, damn, I got this. I got her. Okay.
Thank you. And then they become too cocky.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you be like, what?
And you know what? That guy in his video didn't finish. All that attention probably went to his head, and he started acting a little different with his girlfriend.
Thank you. Talk about why y'all going feral.
Oh dang! Now we're turning on him.
You know, we just can't just, you know, just keep it just like that. We got to turn around because that's a friend in our head. So,
Hi,
Taraj,
Willie.
drop down in the comments and let us know. Do you feel as if, you know, when you're attached or that people come to you
Or
in
is it the
droves?
pheromones?
Is it the pheromones? And do women become feral? Do guys become feral? So let us know what your thoughts. And drop down in the comments, subscribe, hit the like button. That's what I keep forgetting to say. Hit the like button.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
You
Might as
exactly.
well.
You
Got
like
time.
this.
Got time to hit that button. Come on.
Exactly. And we hope you enjoyed this segment of Date with the Divas.
Cheers.
Night.